2025 has finally come to an end, and it's been a big roller coaster. Hello everyone, this is Moses Dlamini, your top expert here at Moneyfest World School. Today, we are going to see what has happened in the whole year of 2025, what have been the most influential events that have left a mark on the world of crypto, and they have changed the crypto industry forever. Today, let's break down the timeline from the beginning of the year up to the end of the year and see what have been these events and what have they left in the crypto industry and how you can use this to prepare for the next year. So, if you like this video, you know what to do. Go ahead, like this video, subscribe to this channel, and why not, of course, switch on the bell icon and always get new videos from us. So let's jump in. The year 2025 started with a banger. 2025 kicked off with an election of who? Of course, you know who he is. That is Donald Trump. Now, why was this election very crucial in the crypto sphere? Very simple. Donald Trump is a president who promised to bring crypto into the economy of the USA. Why? Because the USA was this slow, cloggy system which prevented many companies to actually power money into the crypto world. And it was left behind. Countries like China, Russia, Europe, they have all adopted crypto-friendly regulations, but the US was this regulated system which does not allow any innovation. And guess what? Donald Trump won, and he came with his policies. He immediately appointed a person who is going to be responsible for cryptocurrencies. He called that person a crypto sir. They called him a crypto sir, which made Donald Trump a crypto president. And this gave a massive boost to Bitcoin and all other coins. In fact, Bitcoin skyrocketed way beyond 100,000. Before that, the year before, crypto, especially Bitcoin, was stuck on the price of 100,000. And this gave it literally the fuel to skyrocket above 100,000. And that is the banger we began from. This continued in all the way through April, where some bigger news came out. News where Donald Trump actually came out with an announcement and said that he's now authorizing the US Central Bank, it's known as this Reserve Bank, right? To start buying and accumulating cryptocurrencies as a means of reserve. You know, your local bank keeps gold as a reserve. Yes, a reserve of the country. But now, Donald Trump made it that their central bank can now keep things like Bitcoin, Cardano, Ethereum, XRP as also part of reserve, together with things like gold. So, this has given a massive boost again to the world of crypto. Now, we move on into the second half of the first quarter of the crypto world. In April, around April 15th, something else massive happened. This was also on the Bitcoin field. Bitcoin upgraded. It finally got an upgrade. And what do I mean by this? The Bitcoin system is like a big vault, except this is the oldest vault in the crypto industry. It's a vault where people keep money and they can transfer it from one person to another. But like, you know, what do you get in the head when you think of a vault? It's that thing where the door is heavy, metallic, a lot of locks. You have to open one lock, another, right? Bitcoin system has been like that. And this created a lot of trouble. If people want to create applications to use the Bitcoin network, it is very difficult to connect these two because of that extra layers of vaults. Now, today's update, the update which came out in April, has updated the code of Bitcoin, and it made it easier to access the Bitcoin vault, but safer this time. Yes, easier, quicker, and safer to access the vault. So the code is cleaner, it is way faster and easier to access every single thing in the vault. And guess what this did to the Bitcoin market? Of course, the price skyrocketed way above 110,000. And that has pushed the prices of other coins together with it. Because remember, when Bitcoin moves, the rest move. Now, how about the next quarter of around May, June, July, and August? What happened during this time? All right, so in the second half of the year, what happened? Now, here's something very important happened, and it's very interesting because you saw that in the first half, Bitcoin got an upgrade, and Ethereum was like, we shouldn't get left behind. So the Ethereum network also upgraded its system. How? They upgraded the code, and they did something extra. They cleaned up the code, and they got rid of old files. Yes, they have had old files in their system which have been pulling down the speed of their networks. And because of this, many people used to see that, Ethereum is slow. And many people were using Solana, Polygon, or many other networks because thinking that Ethereum is slow. This has been corrected. The system has been cleaned up. Whatever was slowing it down has been taken out, and now it is also quite fast. Not lightning fast, but my dear, fast enough to hold transactions. Now, there are many coins that are based on Ethereum. Many coins out there, like Polygon, which are built on top of Ethereum. Guess what happened to their value? It also skyrocketed because of this news. This has also boosted the crypto industry, and many other improvements are coming along the way. All right, after this, something even more important happened in the world of crypto. And this, I could actually say, is one of, if not, it could be one of the most important things that have ever happened in the crypto world in the previous few years. This was the creation of altcoin ETFs. What are ETFs? Now, ETFs, these are called exchange-traded funds. Somebody is going to say, wait, Mr. Moses, what are these things? Simple. Just think of a company like Coca-Cola, right? If you want to buy a piece of Coca-Cola, you can buy the bottle, open it, and drink your Coca-Cola, okay? But that is not the only way to own a piece of Coca-Cola. Did you know that you can actually invest in a company called Coca-Cola by buying its shares? Yes, you can go on the stock market and buy Coca-Cola shares. And when you own these shares, you don't literally own the company itself, but you own a piece of it, a virtual piece of it. And when Coca-Cola gains value, your asset, your share is also going to gain value, and you can exchange it for money. Now, this has not been available for crypto markets all this while. Most of crypto markets, they were all asset driven. How is this? If you wanted to invest, let's say in Solana, you needed to buy the coin itself and have it in the wallet. Let's say you wanted to buy a coin like maybe Polygon or any other coin out there, you needed to really own it in your wallet. And this created a lot of trouble that the coins were not even enough in the system, and sometimes they needed to take a long time to be transferred from one wallet to another. They came up with a solution, and this started from the United States. They were like, okay, why don't we do something similar to what we use in the stock market? That instead of people owning these coins directly in their wallet, they can literally virtually own the coins by buying the stocks of these coins, what we call ETFs. So Solana now has an ETF, XRP has an ETF, Cardano has an ETF. You can literally own them without having the coin in your wallet. And I'm telling you, this has created more opportunities for people to trade the crypto markets, and it has also increased the amount of capital which is entering in the crypto markets. Should I say it? Should I mention it? Of course, the prices of many of these coins skyrocketed throughout the time leading into October. And after October, something massive happened. Donald Trump, this guy. At the beginning of the year, Donald Trump came up with some big news. I am going to invest in crypto. I want my government to start buying cryptocurrencies. And this gave a massive boost to the world of crypto. But the same gentleman and his policies, his crazy policies, they have led to a massive drop in prices, not only of Bitcoin, but all other coins combined at the end of 2025, from October all the way through towards the end. Now, what happened? What went wrong? Why did prices drop and give one, if not the biggest correction in price for the last 4 to 5 years? What happened was simple. Donald Trump woke up one day and placed a lot of sanctions on China. Yes, he placed so many sanctions. This scared off many investors. Many investors started withdrawing their money from investments, all investments, crypto, stocks, forex, any kind of investment you've ever heard about. People got scared in the market and they started withdrawing their money. And all markets, from Tesla to Nvidia to Microsoft to the dollar itself to crypto itself, all markets fell. And yes, this was one of the biggest fall in prices across the board. It has continued from October and now it is almost coming to an end, but it has been massive. It has led to the biggest correction in the past 4 to 5 years in the prices of crypto. This has actually been on a good side. Why? Why is this good? Somebody's going to say, when people are losing money, why is this good? No, people are not losing money. People like me were actually making money from this. Because when you're trading crypto, you don't care. Is price going up or down? All you have to do is predict in the futures market. And we made money from that. And apart from that, this massive drop and correction in price has led to the cleanup of the crypto industry. Coins that had no intrinsic value, that added nothing to the world of crypto, literally got swept out of the system. So the coins which are left, they are coins that are adding value to the system. And in the year 2026, when the market settles down, expect one of the biggest comebacks to happen in that year. Are you ready? Are you ready to take advantage of what is going to happen next year? Next year, we anticipate the price to come back even stronger because of this massive cleanup, a massive correction that has prepared the crypto markets for a big move. So, if you found this very interesting, I would like to ask you one single thing. Come on, click that like button, subscribe to our channel, and why not switch on that bell icon? Anytime we release a new video, it was going to remind you. And if you have a question, any kind of ideas you would like us to look at, the comment sections are open. Leave those comments, and I am always going to be able to take your ideas into action and shoot videos on those ideas. See you in the next one.